Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing? Last Friday, I posted 50 frugal habits. So I hope you tuned in for that. And if you missed it, I will link it in the description box below so you can catch up. I know it was a lot, wasn't it? It was a lot. But hopefully you got some ideas. And honestly, these ideas, they're nothing new, but sometimes we need to be reminded. I need to be reminded of things that, we might have done in the past, but we kind of forgot about or got out of the habit of doing. So it's always nice to have a little fresh reminder on how we can save money. So today I will be sharing with you 50 more habits, frugal habits. So this will make it a total of 100 frugal habits. So hopefully this might help you in some way. And if it does, please comment below. I always love to hear from you. And maybe you have another idea that I did not think to mention. This is, like I said before in last Friday's video, it's by no way a comprehensive list. And I love to hear new ideas. So if you guys have another idea to share with everyone, that would be great. And like I said in last week's video, if I get enough response, maybe I'll do a third frugal video. But this is definitely an area that I try to focus on as a homemaker or a domestic engineer, however you like to term yourself. But, no matter if you work inside or outside the home, all of us, I am sure on some level, are trying to save some money. So these tips I think could be useful. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So number 51, because last week we went over 1 through 50. So 51, the Dollar Tree is a great resource, in particular for greeting cards and gift wrap. And, some things are okay at the Dollar Tree or dollar store, and some things not so much. But, we all have our varying degrees of, acceptance and, some of these lesser quality items. But I will tell you, greeting cards, they're amazing. They even have like Hallmark and American greetings cards. So they've come a long way, I have to say. So for $1, you cannot beat it. And some of their cards are even 2 for $1, 50 cents each. Where can you go for that? And I love the little sets. They have like small little note cards. And those are $1 for the set of sometimes 8 or 10 in the pack. So it's a great resource. And then wrapping paper, what do people typically do? They ball it up and throw it in the trash anyway. So it lasts about, 3 seconds and then it's in the trash. And then of course they have gift bags and bows and all of that, but I love it for that purpose. So yes, Dollar Tree. And number 52, buy things off season. I love utilizing this. Several months back, I was on JCPenney's website and I forgot what I was looking for at the time, but I noticed they had a winter bathrobe. It was a Liz Claiborne, marked down to $9 because it was in the heat of the summer. Who is thinking about winter and keeping warm when it's like 99 degrees here in Florida? Nobody. But I purchased that for $9 and it will keep me super warm this winter. But, things like that. Coats, buy in the summer and conversely a bathing suit in the winter, things like that. 53, do it yourself when possible. So small jobs around the house, YouTube can be a great resource or even contacting the manufacturer. Recently our washing machine stopped working and this was right after we came back. I mean, like a day after we came back from vacation. We had a lot of laundry to do, not to mention just the regular laundry here at the house with my dad. And so I washed 2 loads and then my washing machine would no longer turn on. Yeah. And I called and scheduled a repair and they couldn't come for like 10 days. That was the soonest. they had me on a cancellation list. And so hubby, being ever resourceful, he went to, it's an LG front loader. So he went to the LG website under troubleshooting and did some things that they suggested, and bingo, we no longer need to pay that $89 service call fee for the repairman. I promptly canceled that appointment and we are back in business. So, you know, contact the manufacturer, go online, see if you can troubleshoot it yourself before paying someone. It really pays off. 54. Buy energy efficient appliances. And this is really good. So if you have, you know, a really old appliance, you know, really old being like, you know, 15, 20 years old, you might consider purchasing a new Energy Star efficient one, because you'll save money in the long run on how it runs and consumes electricity. So number 55, close blinds or curtains in the heat of the day, or conversely in the winter time. And this can really help, especially like in some of our rooms here in Florida, we have like the insulated curtains, and that really helps out a lot. In the front of the house here where I am sitting, we get a lot of morning sun. I mean, it is brutal, you guys. If you live in Florida, you understand. Until you live in Florida, you have no idea. Living closer to the equator, it's just, the sun is real, you guys. But yeah, those insulated curtains can really help out. But yeah, keeping blinds and curtains in the heat of the day, that can really help out. 56, close off rooms that are not in use to lower your heating or cooling costs. And we definitely try to do this as much as possible. Like I'll close off the laundry room door, and so I mean we don't need to cool that room. We have, you know, a ventilation, you know, AC, but we don't need to unnecessarily cool that room. So when possible, close off rooms. 57, grocery shop bi-weekly versus weekly. And I'll tell you why this is especially helpful, because typically, especially if we're doing in-store shopping versus, you know, online and pick up your groceries or having them delivered, but in-store, we all, I'm sure, unless you're really disciplined, pick up extra items. So by shopping less frequently, you have less opportunities for that. Okay, 58, participate with a food co-op or an informal co-op with friends or family. And I think this can be a great resource, especially people with large families. And then I did recently hear Dawn over at Money Mom, Sensible Living with Money Mom is her channel. And I will try to remember to link her in the description box below, but you guys might know of her. But she recently mentioned that she shares a Sam's Club membership with a friend of hers. They don't have a large family, but that makes sense to share your membership. So that might be an option. 59, eat meatless dinners once a week at a minimum. This is something that I'm going to try to do. We've done this in the past. Hubby really likes meat, so this is a challenge. But you know, our family size has gone down recently. But yeah, having my dad here, of course, he eats kind of a different menu. So there's that. That's another whole nother challenge in and of itself. Number 60, stock up on staples to prevent carryout. And this is so true. This is so good, because then you can quickly put together something in a pinch if you're short on time versus grabbing something carryout. 61, buy store brands. And I know not everybody likes this. And you know, we all have those items that we just don't care for the store brand in that particular food. But some store brands, they've come a long way over the years, I have to say. For instance, Aldi. You know, a lot of condiments we'll get from there. And I do not notice a difference. For instance, their mayonnaise is actually pretty good. And their ketchup and mustard and some salad dressings also they've really improved. One item that I don't care to use a store brand on is my Folgers coffee. I like that a lot. So I'm not going to change that. But, you know, when possible, store brands. 62, buy a block of cheese and grate yourself. For one thing, it is more economical and it doesn't have the fillers. 63, buy in bulk, cheaper prices overall, and that's definitely for sure. For instance, one thing that even though our family size is not very large right now, we definitely still buy large packages of chicken breasts, and then I'll divide them up into Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. So that is one way versus buying smaller packages of chicken. They definitely charge you more. So 64, maintain a full freezer and fill gallon jugs if necessary. And because of course the freezers and especially a deep freezer functions better if it is full. It doesn't have to work as hard to cool. And I actually just did this morning. I filled up a jug. I've been steadily kind of restocking our deep freezer with chicken, which is a lot of what we eat, you guys. That's why you hear me talk about it all the time. Chicken. We have feathers. But I did just fill a gallon with water and put it in the deep freezer to kind of fill in any gaps. 65, use reusable shopping bags for trash or whatever. It definitely helps to, you know, maybe stretch your current supply of trash liners. 66, buy school supplies in the fall when they're on sale. This is so good. Even if you don't have kids in school, but if you need pens or pencils or spiral notebooks, I use a lot of spiral notebooks and I love to get them. One year I got them for like 12 cents each. That was a deal. I don't think I can find that. I think about the cheapest I've found in recent years is about 25 cents, which, you know, I guess that's not too bad. All right, number 67, make iced tea at home versus buying. And this is self-explanatory. Tea bags, you buy a box of 100 tea bags and, you know, it's pennies for the gallon of tea. 68, use plastic grocery bags as trash liners. Yes, that kind of goes along with use reusable shopping bags. Oh, I'm sorry. When I was talking about reusable shopping bags, I was thinking of the plastic ones that you get from Walmart. But yes, use reusable shopping bags. I do this a lot when I'll go to Aldi because of course you have to pay for trash, shopping bags if you don't bring your own bags. So yes, I mixed up the two. Sorry about that. Menopause moment. 69, cut back on expensive household cleaners and use vinegar or baking soda. And that is definitely something that's helpful. 70, use toiletry items up before purchasing new ones. This is hard, I think, especially for us women. We see something new and shiny and it smells good and we are tempted. I was at Target yesterday and they had all the fall, air fresheners and candles out, and I was tempted, but I stayed strong. Because I have some at home. 71, eat leftovers. Yes. 72, bananas, slice and freeze for smoothies or for future baking. If they're past their prime, some people don't mind eating them when they're past their prime, but I have a threshold. I have a certain threshold that I don't care for them as much. So yeah, I'll just slice them up and put them in a Ziploc for future use. 73, eat smaller portions. That's a huge cost savings, isn't it? Touche. 74, plant a garden. And like I said, not all of these are for everyone, and not everyone will be willing to go to certain lengths, but there's something for everyone. 75, drink less soda or juice and more water. Yes, water, it's free unless you buy the bottled water. 76, give homemade gifts for Christmas or birthdays. So you can give a craft item that you make, or desserts, you know, maybe make muffins or cinnamon cake, breakfast cakes, you know, coffee cakes, something like that. People always love to get homemade things. And it's the thought that counts, you know. 77, utilize your public library. If you're paying property taxes, you're already paying for the service. I recently just renewed my library card and I'm excited to use it again. 78, cancel Audible subscription unless you really use it and use your library instead. 79, sell things you don't need. Maybe look in the garage or a closet, you know, whatever, and sell something that it's collecting dust. 80, remember money represents time, which you can never retrieve. Use it wisely. That's really something, food for thought for sure. Number 81, negotiate everything. Everything. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing because this is my husband's lifelong mantra. My son just had to have more work done on his truck. Poor guy. And, you know, my husband was at the dealership with my son and going to bat for him and definitely saved him a ton of money just with the experience that he has. So negotiate, never, you know, feel bad about asking maybe if they accept, if you have AAA, maybe if they accept a AAA discount or a senior citizen discount or whatever. You know, the worst they can say is no. And then you pay full price or you go elsewhere. 82, pay monthly bills on time to avoid fees. Yes. And setting them up, this kind of goes on with the next one, online banking. 83, use online banking bill pay. And that definitely will help to do that. But it also saves time. So not only money, but time. 84, pay with cash. We tend to spend far less than with a credit card. And studies have been shown this is so true. It's something about when you use plastic, there's a disconnect with our brain that we think, oh, free money, but no, there's gonna come a bill. So pay cash. It somehow, when that cash leaves your hand, it just hurts more, right? 85, review credit card statements for errors and also recurring subscriptions, etc. I am always combing through our online bills, and I recently discovered a $199 subscription when we had canceled that subscription before, I think last year. And somehow, I don't know, through a computer glitch or what. So my husband had to call them and tell them we are no longer interested. We've already canceled this. So yeah, if we had just been going along, la la la, and not paying attention, that was $200. That's a lot of money. So yeah, 86, pay off debt, create an action plan. And Dave Ramsey is an excellent resource for this. I think his website is Ramsey Solutions. I think it's .com. It could be .org. I'm not sure. I'll try to link it in the description box below, but you can Google it as well. Dave Ramsey is awesome. 87, review health insurance summaries. Yeah, and I noted, I recently had to correct 2 claims that they indicated were not in network. However, they had just approved another claim by the same physician. So I knew they were in network. It was, I don't know, some sort of an error. So I sent them a message, which they promptly responded to and said that they would resubmit it and correct that. So you got to pay attention to all these statements and bills and things that they, you know, refuse to pay, because sometimes there are mistakes, you know. 88, don't speed to avoid costly fines. 89, regularly maintain your vehicle with oil changes, etc., to prevent major repairs. Definitely a preventative maintenance thing goes a long way. And along those lines, number 90, Gas Buddy app. You can go on for the cheapest gas and shop around. I'm sure there's some other gas savings apps out there, but you can search for those. And these days, we definitely need those, because I don't know what gas is in your area. Yesterday, I had to fill up, and I think it was $3.12, I think, which that's high. That's up. I think just even a little over 2 weeks ago, we were at about $2.89 or $2.99, something like that, before we left on our trip. So let me know in the comments below, what is gas in your neck of the woods? Let's see, number 91, wash your car yourself rather than paying somebody to do it if you're able to. 92, take advantage of your health and dental benefits. Free annual checkup and your cleanings. Like we have also vision insurance, and we get a free pair of glasses, which, free. Glasses are expensive. I think the allotment is about $100 a year toward a pair of new glasses, because generally they cost more than that. But at any rate, it's a benefit. So yeah, get your checkups done and all of that. Take advantage of all the things that are included in your health insurance benefits. And number 93, always take advantage of your employer's 401k if they have a matching program, etc. And familiarize yourself with all the employee benefits and your discounts that you might have. A lot of big employers, you are able to get discounts in many, many places. So that's definitely something to investigate. All right, number 94, free recreational ideas to take advantage of our beaches, parks. You often see me post videos when hubby and I go on our dates, and we love to go for a walk on the beach or to various parks, and that is free entertainment. Take advantage of that. Maybe you have something unique and special in your area where you live. Take advantage of that. Not everything in life has to cost money. All right, number 95, live below your means. So if you receive a pay increase, keep your bills the same or even less. It's human nature. The higher our salary bracket, we generally increase our expenses, and it's hard to resist that, but it is prudent. Number 96, establish an emergency fund, and see Dave Ramsey's 10 baby steps. And definitely those are inspiring, and those are goals. Number 97, have a no spend month. That's kind of what I'm having right now, somewhat. I did go to Goodwill, but that was nominal. But yeah, overall, I am reducing spending right now. Number 98, I love this on Amazon. I don't know if you guys know about this, but on some items, there is, where you can add it to your cart, but then below that, it'll say like buy new, and then in probably another box below that, you really have to scroll down, but there's a section where you can select buy used, and they do have a warranty on the item. So, if you don't like it, you can send it back. I have used this feature so many times. For instance, this little a pop socket thing for my cell phone, I got this used, and it was brand new. It's just that the package was damaged, and probably someone returned it. But I think I paid $5 for this versus I think maybe it was like $12 originally. But I've used this feature so many times on various items. So I always like to shop around if the item might have the used feature, because oftentimes it's only the packaging that is damaged. So that is a great resource. Number 99, and this is for all my quilting friends to use sheets as the backing. And this will be a huge savings. Even, you can shop used, Goodwill, but even honestly, buying new sheets, say from Amazon, or maybe Penny's is having a good sale, something like that. But oftentimes that will be a cheaper resource than traditional fabric. So, and this kind of plays in with number 100. Drum roll, please. Be creative. Think outside the box. Can you borrow an item that you need temporarily? Can you improvise? Can you make it yourself? Barter? Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So be creative. Try to think of a solution, maybe outside of the normal parameters that you might, to save a few dollars. But I hope this list has been helpful. Maybe it's sparked some ideas. And if you have some great ideas, please, like I said, share with the rest of us. I would love to hear what you have to say. All of us have had varying experiences. And, I'm 51, so I've, raised 3 kids, lived, we've had lean times, we've had, plentiful times, but, you learn to save where you can and make the best of things and make things last longer and that sort of thing. So yeah, I've enjoyed this. I hope you guys have too, and let me know in the comments below. And I will see you soon. Take care.